boom, whap, snap. He was like a superhero on that run.
about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Let's focus in on what we got to do here.
Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Mahomes now to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow will throw. That's caught over the middle by Hurst.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Three yards remain for 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks will all the time manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man. It's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. But they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain. So they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells that offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
Here we go.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. Brought down at the 20. We're scoreless after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Burrow. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 20. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
So far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and management became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To Mixon on the check down. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
McPherson's kick is good, and the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
What's the deal, y'all? Get it, man. That's what it is. Let's go, baby. It's one at a time, baby. Let's do this, man. We gotta be big time now. Me and you, baby. Me and you. It's showtime, baby. Let's go, baby. Turn it up.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 score line as they begin with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 22, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Jones has it. Finding room at midfield. The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown. Tampa Bay. Julio Jones. 70 yards. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Are any speed limits out there? And all he did was try to chase it.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Dumps it off to Mixon. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. Third and a 3-yard to go.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it at the line of scrimmage.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
That's right. It's showtime, man. That's right, man. Let's go. On one, ready?
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now it's Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Burrow. Flushed out right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him on the watch for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he turns and runs over the second half of this contest.
Defensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. This from 54 yards away. And now this ball picked up in the end zone. Remember, this is a live ball. And fortunately here for them, he's going to be taken down before he can gather much momentum on the run back. So no fireworks on the final field goal attempt, and that'll do it for this first half. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Vita Vea stopped that play in its tracks.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. A beautiful fake. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Shaquille Barrett there pushing upfield to make the stop.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now on 2nd and 13. Burrow. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Cincinnati. 53 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4. That's about all. There's no gain on the play. And now we're looking at a 4th and goal.
This play became similar to the trying to stretch play. They're not trying to find a place anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
It's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
The holding penalty, that puts him in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Now it's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked and multiple players broke through the line to get him. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. McPherson's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So that gets him a little closer as he converts there, but you have to think back to the field goal he missed earlier.
Right now, that's the difference between leading and trailing. So at this moment, he's reciting that kicker's prayer that we know so well. Just give me one more shot before this one's said and done.
Show him what you got. That's right. Let's go, boy. Let's go. Let's do this, man. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, let's roll. You got my carpet rolled out. Do your thing.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. From the 6. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Mahomes going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. So Burrow and the Bengals down 7-6, 2:24 to go. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
You see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Burrow on third down. Throw left side complete to Chase. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Now Burrow. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Burrow. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Throwing, Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He's unable to complete it there. Just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
I'm not sure what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit deep here? Or is he just going to just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here's Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part one is done, but now on the sideline, you already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Mahomes.
finding Kelsey.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, to pick up of 12 yards. Huge first down, gotta hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Mahomes. Pass complete to Chubb. Oh, and a nice tackle, a 6-yard pickup, but they need more than that.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Here's Mahomes.
And Jones has it over the middle.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Let's go, fellas.
Mahomes.
That'll be incomplete, as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Mahomes to throw it.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. One final try from Mahomes. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half of the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cincinnati Bengals. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Here's Burrow to throw right away. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Back to Mixon on first down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Burrow will throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Fielded at the 33. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people would think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. And going deep for Hill. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
4th down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He gets this to Davante Adams.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Now here's Mahomes. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this one is incomplete.
A believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Left side here to Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Well, looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he catches it off the tip. It wasn't even intended for him. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker.
Jake Elliott readies for the field goal try. He was originally drafted by the Bengals. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they will jump out in front here with a very unusual scoreline of 3-2. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Pretty effective blitz there to stop the draw play right now.
When they blitz, draw play's supposed to work very well. You're supposed to have them bypass the runner, and he slips past them. But they put their eyes in the right place, took away all the creases, and slowed him down in a big way.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Burrow on 3rd down.
Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And now the kick short, but this is a live football picked up in the end zone. And fortunately here for them, he's going to be taken down before he can gather much momentum on the run back. So no fireworks on the final field goal attempt, and that'll do it for this first half. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. That'll be caught by Cobb. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. 12 yards on third down as the drive rolls on. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try to protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Mahomes going to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow, open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
No gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyreek Hill, 76 yards. And the Bengals use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on a 2-point try. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down 8-3, 2:12 to play. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Over the middle, and now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. On 1st down, Mahomes. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
And Mahomes going to hustle him up to the line here. Mahomes. Buying time, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Here's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the 1st down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Mahomes. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. Go 3rd down. And not liking what he's seeing here, Mahomes is going to call a timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Mahomes. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. So So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you, because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we can get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough.
That second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you into Paycor Stadium on the riverfront here in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cincinnati Bengals. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. They begin this drive with Chubb. It's a room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here and have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 17-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
Mahomes' throw pulled in by Lamb. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
9th play now in this long opening drive. Can they cash it in on 3rd and goal? Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
The kick by Marr is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. That's caught over the middle by Hurst.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here we go, here we go. All right, let's control the trend. The momentum on, baby.
From the 31, Burrow.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Mixon with a first down carry.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
Well, their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play, because you're exactly right. Is it normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that? Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lamb. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He gets this to Davante Adams. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who could turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Second down at 4. Mahomes to throw once more. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, these offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
2nd and 4. Now they go play action now. Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. So the completion gets him just a yard. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because
He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success. Here we go.
On second down, here's Mixon. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Mixon on the toss right. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And it's complete to Adams. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. Gets through and now an opening. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Throwing now is Mahomes.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.